"Hey man, can I measure your tree?" Have you noticed men and women kissing on film? The fuck is wrong with our society?
Is he fucking serious? Eric Adams is doing a great job.
Great job.
Sorry, look at my cat's asshole.
Yeah. Well, I don't give a shit.
Okay, so Bill Murray definitely smacked an ass.
Yeah.
I would rather my mom look like Emily Blunt than Margot Robbie. What's the point of anything?
Stop the work and fucking hope for everything.
Welcome to the Hope for Everything podcast, where nothing matters. Time doesn't matter. Episode numbers don't matter. The day that this is released definitely doesn't matter, because I don't know if this is going to be out on Monday. But
it'll be a rough one, but
it'll be a rough one.
Really depends on what Jess's schedule is, or if you have another editor who can.
Hey Jess, are you editing this one?
Yeah.
I mean, you don't have to, since you're blitzed right now.
I can. I'm not doing anything. I have plans tomorrow, but not crazy.
Cancel those plans.
I'll probably edit first because they're not till later on.
Yeah, I was gonna say same. The only things I have tomorrow, I'm getting a new phone because mine keeps fucking.
Let's go, Team iPhone, baby, Team iPhone. Jake is here.
Probably not, but
oh man.
Well, here's the thing. I looked into it, like all this shit.
Also, wait, really quick. Jess, I don't know if you still have like the spotlight thing on.
I don't
know. Okay, cool. Anyway, go ahead, Jake.
I was just gonna say, when I looked into it, I'll probably just get the latest Google Pixel specific. Like, I was like in a toss up between the Samsung, the iPhone, and the Pixel. And like the top tiers of the iPhone and the Samsung outdo like the top tier of the Pixel, but it's like $400 cheaper or something like that. And it's not like such a huge discrepancy. And then I looked in on the Verizon website. If I turn in my phone, like I don't typically enjoy doing that, but if I do it, the fucking thing is free. So I'm probably going to do that.
Yeah.
It's like maxed out Google phone for free. It's like, yeah, that's where I really got sold on it. Was like, I'd like.
How long have you had this one?
I don't know. I was having problems with it recently, and when I looked up, like, well, my camera doesn't work. That was like, there's other problems. That was the one that was like, I kind of like, that's really unusual. Like, the app opens, crashes, and closes every single time. And I looked up, I tried to type in like camera not working, Google Pixel 2, and then they were like, they didn't even have a thing for it. They just mentioned that they haven't made any updates for the Google Pixel 2 since like 2020. So I was like, oh, I think that's probably why this phone
that might be a big issue as to why my phone doesn't work.
Just old as fuck. Yeah, that's the big kicker right there. But
I was watching a podcast, and it was like a bunch of comedians, and they were like they were talking about the new, I guess it might be the new whatever Samsung or Pixel, whatever is Google phone. And they have a whole commercial about how their camera can now take better photos of black people.
Yeah, that's the Google phone.
Yeah, they were just like, they were like, yeah, we've been racist all these years, and now we can take proper photos of people that are not.
That's the whole fucking camera, like not camera, but it's the whole fucking like phone camera industry has that problem. Like and it's not even like, oh, that's a suddenly new thing. I think it's just Google decided, like, you know what, we could probably think of something like this. Like, we could probably figure out a way to do this.
I mean, like, it's not even just phones. It's like even film too. Like, there's really not a lot of shows that light black people well, other than Insecure. Insecure was like really I think it is shows probably like written, produced, directed, or edited by black people probably do it pretty damn well. Yeah.
Because obviously. But yeah, I mean, I don't know. It doesn't seem like it should be that difficult, because there are shows that like have a diverse cast that everyone actually is like clear. But I think you're right on the like less funded shows out there. It does like they just like pick, and they often pick white people.
And they just light how they would normally light. Like I don't think there's any like ill will. It's just like, oh, this is how I would normally light this situation.
Yeah.
I mean,
you have to know how to light skin tones.
And it's all, yeah. And that just goes back down to like, this has been going on for a long ass time. And like everything else in the world, like, or not, maybe not the world, but like in the United States, the beginnings of the film industry, pretty fucking racist. And they stayed that way for a pretty goddamn long time and are pretty much till now even. But like, when you think of like, oh, the general concepts of how you light, you know, when people were starting to really get into lighting and all that shit, it wasn't the most important thing on their list to make sure black people looked well on those.
right.
So it's just dealing with the fact that not even people don't think about that shit, but it's like you learned from the guy who learned from the guy who learned from the guy who learned from, you know, it just, the information goes back so far. It's no one's fault. I think you're right. It's not someone saying they're like, oh, I'm going to make Lawrence Fishburne look like shit in this. And like no one's thinking that, but like
that's just how they were taught. And now it's like
the consequence of that information being passed down without like a huge amount of change over the course of the years.
And now everything is a little bit more diverse. And it's like people are realizing, oh, this doesn't look great.
Yeah. I think shows and movies that have good budgets, or like just not even good budgets, but like good camera ops typically attached to them.
I don't even think that's necessarily true, because remember that Michael B. Jordan movie that we absolutely hated? I don't remember the name of it, but they couldn't light for those skin tones.
It was the war movie that we knew exactly what was happening before it even happened.
Oh, that dumb shit. Yeah. Well, that was
I missed that. I enjoyed actually like watching a film and knowing that we were going to review it.
Yeah,
that
one
week.
of these days. Should we be like a month late to that
X movie?
No, I was gonna say Everything All at Once.
Dude, I still haven't seen it, but it looks so good. If we somehow watch it this week, I think it won't be that bad if we review that for next week. But I'm
down for that.
I'll do it.
Barry's coming out too. I keep seeing.
I'm excited for that.
I saw a review for it and I was like, "Wait, is it out?" But it was just like a website that had got like a pre-screen
release,
and that comes out. But that's weekly, so maybe we hop on that if we can.
Yeah, I fucking love Barry, so I'd be all in on that one.
That's cool.
I think I have a difficult problem with starting shows, but once I am into them, it's like, it's really easy. I mean, we were going to do Atlanta, and I think the only reason we didn't is because everything started falling apart right when Atlanta came out. But like, I was excited for that, but then all of a sudden it was like miserable trying to schedule this shit. So it's okay. I guess we're not doing Atlanta.
Whatever. We're oh yeah, now they're on like the finale, right?
The finale or right before it, something like that.
I mean, okay, so one topic that I think we had last week, I was going to put on, it's kind of late, but whatever, was he was Childish Gambino, Donald Glover. He was kind of upset over the comparison between his show and Dave.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Before we go into that shit,
go ahead.
Just because I missed my perfect opportunity to talk about lighting and how fucking shitty I look right now, for sure. I want to be like these two, Eric and Jess are G&E. I am not, and I am very limited by the objects in my parents' basement. So
even though I'm in G&E, I still can light my own room if I wanted to, in a proper way. So you shouldn't feel bad.
Yeah, fucking can't wait to be back in Brooklyn next week.
Jake doesn't know how to light skin tones.
Yeah, damn. I don't. I'm not. I promise everyone watching, I don't have a sunburn. Like I know it's really hard to believe.
I swear
I'll try and fix it. I'll see if I can fix it.
I promise you, my face is red.
It won't make sense if I look okay. Fix it halfway through the episode. Let's just change color.
Okay.
Jess is gonna spend all her time trying to color Jake, then actually editing the episode. It's gonna be Tuesday morning, and we're like, "What the fuck?" Yeah.
But anyway, going on the Donald Glover, Dave comparisons, I kind of get that. I do think
you get that. You understand that he's upset, or you understand that they are similar in.
I understand that he's upset. I don't think they're as similar as people say. I think it's like a real like reach because it's essentially like nowhere near of the same quality. But it's, Dave is a show created by a comedian who raps and deals with some like mental health-esque things about it. And then there's like some level of similarity to their creator, but like Donald Glover is a better comedian, better rapper, better writer. But and the way that they deal with all their shit is significantly better. So I think it's people make the comparison and it's shallow, I think is what
I think that's why he's upset. And I mean, I feel like I'm also guilty of it.
Like Dave, I gotta say, I didn't dislike the show.
No,
but yeah,
I think that's what people are taking it as though, like, if he's upset and it's like, oh, well, are you saying that Dave is bad? Because I think Dave is a great show, but I also haven't really watched. I think maybe I watched the first. What season of Atlanta is this?
Season 3, and then they think they've finished. They think they said they did 3 and 4 at the same time. I'm pretty certain season 3.
I think I mean maybe season 1 only had a few episodes. Like probably wasn't like overloaded because I don't really remember that much.
They're not long. They're not long seasons in a general sense. Like they're not 20 episode seasons. So
the only reason I want to watch this season is because I heard Zazie Beetz is in the show, and
Zazie Beetz has been in the show from day one.
There you go. So that's even exactly. Clearly, I don't remember
I think she's in episode 1, season 1. So,
well, I'm in love with Zazie Beetz, and that's more of a reason to watch the show. But I guess
Lil Dicky said that he agrees with him.
Yeah, because Lil Dicky is not like some idiot. Like, he understands. Like, I'm not, and we're not as like deep in the shit as like Atlanta gets, because he touches a little bit on mental health things and a little bit on stuff, but it's way more of like a straightforward comedy show versus
That's
Atlanta.
Exactly what he said.
Yeah, Atlanta's a comedy, but it's not. There's a whole lot in like the subtext and the framing and stuff. Like every shot's very intentional, and like even scenes where it doesn't seem like a lot's going on are just like filled with
dialogue. That's great.
Yeah.
Is
fucking favorite line ever is like, "Hey man, can I measure your tree?"
That's from the new season.
Oh, that's from season 1, but like it was what's his name?
The bigger black guy. He's from
no, it's the one that's the breakout. Lakeith Stanfield.
Oh god.
Fucking love Lakeith. And but like, and he was like had success before Atlanta, but like I think he got on Atlanta and then also around the same time started getting in other big shit.
Now he's in every fucking thing.
Yeah. And I fucking think he's great. But there's just this scene where he pulls up to, I can't remember, it might have been Donald Glover's character's father's house, and walks out of the car and he's like, "Hey man, can I measure your tree?" And his dad's like, "Maybe some other time." And he's like, "That basically means no."
And that's it.
It's such a throwaway, but I'm just like, this is the greatest dialogue I've ever heard. I love it.
Was there a reason for the measuring of the tree? Or
I don't think so. I think it was just his character. Like,
I mean, we don't have to keep going on about it, but I guess I am interested. Are the stories now connected? Like, are they? Because I don't remember. Like Dave, it's just like every episode is like a different kind of sketch. It's like a 30-minute sketch.
Yeah, and I didn't finish the first season, but I do remember like a vague through line. Like it was predominantly independent material, but they do have like a little bit of like a progression overall going into it.
So what about Atlanta? Or is that what you're saying?
No, Atlanta is I think you can definitely watch any episode of Atlanta. Like you might not know like the full context of everything that's happening.
Right.
But they do a really good job in balance, and like that does have a very strong like through line in there, like throughout the episodes and the seasons. Like there's all big overarching thing, but they do make the episodes like they're able to do that and make the episodes like self-contained enough that you can just turn it on and at least be entertained. If maybe like not all the way aware of everything going on, you'll at least know vaguely what's happening.
That's nice. I was like, I mean, actually, I don't really like that, but
what?
I normally, I just like, I wouldn't want to, I wouldn't want to jump in and just watch a random episode. I would want.
Oh yeah, I was gonna say it's really creative how they did it. Like, what's?
Oh no, not that.
How you watch it? No,
yeah, I just.
The second I was like, that's hard opinion. Choose
even,
one or the other. Like,
even for Dave, which I feel like the story really doesn't matter. I would still want to watch that in some sort of chronological order.
Yeah, I tend to do that shit too. I mean, most of the time, throwback jokes, throwback lines, like, you're not going to catch those. You just pick it up better. Yeah. I know a bunch of people who just watch random episodes of like Friends or The Office and shit. And I know those are more self-contained than most things that are sitcoms, but
right. I mean, it's easy to
fucking get it. Like, I've never, very few things in a general sense have I ever been like, you know what? I'm just going to watch a random excerpt from this till I die. Like,
well, I mean,
minus Lord of the Rings, but like,
unfortunately, I'm a huge like Friends guy, but I think it's because I've seen every episode.
Show, bud.
I know. I'm sorry. I don't know what to say.
I like Friends.
I was just born like this. I went to sleep to it.
Yeah, I was born this way.
It's just Friends playing in the background. Yeah, it's just easy to hop on a random episode because I've seen it 1,000 times, and I can kind of like think about how they got there. So it's easier for me to
know the backstory enough. So everything's kind of fine.
Yeah,
I just I don't know. I know a lot of people will do that shit to put it on as like background noise, but when the things I do for background noise, it's like I'll listen to a podcast while I'm playing like 2K or Madden or something. Like
I can never do that. I can never play a game, and sorry, we're getting off track, but I can never play a game and like listen to music. I could never. I could never. I guess we could get it out of the way. It's what everybody's talking about. The fucking Johnny Depp, Amber Heard debacle that's happening right now. I guess they're going.
It's been happening for like a year.
Yeah,
well, they're in like a court officially now.
Yeah. So from my understanding, he's the one suing her at this point.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think for defamation.
Right? Defamation. Yeah. Sounds about right. And she's pretty much getting owned right now in every aspect. I don't think there's anybody that's really on her side, which is surprising. With a situation like this, there's like nobody really,
except Lionsgate.
Are they on her side?
Well, she's in Aquaman too.
Yeah, is surprisingly enough, she hasn't lost any of her film shit to the best of my knowledge. I mean, I don't know if that's actually true.
But she didn't.
She's in a lot of big movies still.
Right.
Johnny Depp lost all of his stuff.
Yeah, I know that. Yeah, that's I guess I forgot to make the comparison, but that's what I was leaning towards was that.
But I do think they probably offered his shit back from some of them, because I think even I saw one line where he said there will never be another Pirates of the Caribbean with him in it again. Because I guess that was his way of saying fuck you to Disney, because they kind of like they dropped him before anything even.
Well, here's the thing: is that it's not like Pirates of the Caribbean was doing great when they dropped him. Like,
yeah, I mean,
they did the trilogy that they like probably should have done and then called it afterwards. But like,
yeah,
then they made 3 more with him as like the main guy.
I think it was only 1 more.
I thought they did more than 1
because 3 was terrible. 3 was already like
I didn't see 3. I saw 1 and 2.
3 was bad. 3 was bad. 3 was like the Dark Knight Rises of the trilogy.
I only saw the first one,
where you're like, oh, the first 2, these are amazing movies. How could they fuck this up? And then
I think the Dark Knight Rises gets some shit that it doesn't deserve. It's not as good as the other two, but it's not as bad as like it's kind of like because it was 2 and not 1, we give it a lot of shit. But like, think of like The Matrix was brilliant and its sequels were trash, minus the most recent one, which was good, not brilliant, but it was a fun movie to watch. And so like, because it was like the second one was so fucking good.
Yeah, I mean,
that's the only reason that we thought like the third one's gonna be fucking amazing, guys. It's gonna be it's the finale. It's gonna be brilliant.
There's
Everyone
5
knew
of
the
them.
main storyline, and it was fine. It's just not like.
I mean,
I
get the argument, but I get the argument, but it wasn't as good as the first one. And there's 5
of them, and they made $4.5 billion. Also, the ride at Disney is fucking sick.
Did you go on the? Oh,
no, they were closed. It was closed, but.
Well, after we talk about Johnny Depp, we can talk about what Jess has been doing and fucking.
No, we don't have to. I'm just saying
Disneyland. I mean, I do want to know. I should have asked in the beginning. But yeah,
I'm talking about my phone.
Huh?
What beginning time we spent all that time talking about my phone.
We blew it. It's too late. Team iPhone.
Well, are you even really? I hear you complain about your phone fucking day.
Honestly, you know what it is? I don't give a shit about it. I actually do prefer it because I'm dumb, and this phone is for dumb people. You know what I mean? And no offense to people who have iPhones, but
yeah, to be clear, once again, Eric has an iPhone.
I have an iPhone, but I like it because it's so dumbed down for every human being that has it. A 97-year-old woman could figure this phone out because that's how, that's just how it is. You get a Samsung and you got to be a fucking a genius to understand how to properly use it. And that's why I hated it, because there's nothing about me that is genius. And that's my rant on that. Anyway, Amber Heard, she is a terrible person from what we can see. TikToks, Instagram Reels. I mean, I know it's really not a great way to
judge someone,
judge somebody, but it doesn't look good.
I had someone tell I was talking to a friend here, and she was like, "I'm not defending Amber Heard in any way, but also I don't think people have been talking about the fact that like the early stages of, and this is something I didn't know, but they would talk about like the early stages of her career were like founded like as a model via Jeffrey Epstein and Ghislaine Maxwell. And it's like, if you like, so it's like she's probably been through some fucked up shit too.
Right.
So like, they highlighted a lot, like not to excuse her behavior, but like,
but it is something that she went through prior to.
Yeah, there's not like any real details on all that, but it's like, it's with all we know about the two of them, it's wild. No, I haven't heard that at all, essentially. Like,
I mean, I didn't know there was any connection between her and Epstein situation.
I just looked it up, and it kind of looks like it's not really confirmed, like a rumor. It looks like.
Well, I mean, I don't know,
but so I mean, from what I have seen, they've shown videos and like text of Johnny Depp being like super raunchy or a lot of expletives, but every time they read it or say it out loud, people are like smirking and laughing because it's like this is silly. Like these are either angry texts or crazy sexting of sorts. Like it looks bad, but it doesn't look bad, and it just looks like a weird relationship. It makes him look odd, but not odd, just like I don't know what the word is, but it's a private. These are private things that are said.
He's eccentric.
Yeah, and they just other than that, it doesn't represent him as a physical person, which is what I guess she said to begin with, but it ended up being her being the one that was physical, from what I understand.
I mean, I think in all likelihood, they were both just terrible people to each other at a certain point in time.
Right.
Like, I mean, maybe she did. It's not impossible, but I don't think that it's likely that
I listened to those calls when they came out a while ago. It does seem incriminating, but
as her,
yeah, I listened to them, and like, she admits to hitting him and she gaslights on the phone, but she also has a domestic violence like history with her ex-girlfriend.
Okay, there you go. I mean, there's that, and I think like people have found Johnny with like black eyes, and
well, she chopped his finger off. Not that she chopped his finger off. I know way too much about this against my will.
She almost chopped his finger off, and
she threw a wine bottle and then
right
at him, and it broke, and it chopped his finger off.
Right. Yeah. There's also a video of him like, what'd you say, Jake?
So I did not know that.
Yeah, there's also a video of him like going ape shit, but he's just like breaking shit. Like, he's not, I mean, obviously, like, it's not okay, whatever.
No, that's toxic as fuck. I think it was just a toxic ass relationship.
That's kind of what I was leaning into. Is I don't think it was like one-sided, because I don't think like a lot of people would just inherently make up all the things. You might exaggerate things in your cases, right. But
I mean,
like, surely fictionalize all of that when there was so much provable against you, I guess, is.
Yeah, I think he was toxic and she was abusive, because toxic and abusive are two very different things.
Yeah.
I think that's what it was.
I think you're right about that one. Yeah.
A lot of the argument is he's going crazy because she's pushing his buttons. And I'm not saying that's okay, but that's one of the arguments. Like, well, he's only fucking going ape shit and throwing shit, not at her, but like, I mean, from the video that I saw, I don't know what else I've seen, what else is out there, but it's just like him, like they're arguing and she's like egging him on, and she's got the phone out and recording like it. I mean, I'm not saying, I don't know. I just, it's like shit like that, where it's like, he's not doing anything. And then she takes the phone out and starts recording and then starts saying things. And then he starts going ape shit. It's almost like she knows what to say to get him to go crazy and then incriminate him. I mean, not saying that that's,
it's manipulative.
Yeah.
It comes off as like, okay, I'm going to, even if he's done it in the past, why put him in a position where you want to do that to him again?
Well,
just to put it on camera.
But that's why I'm saying he's probably toxic and she's abusive, because like he's cokehead and all that kind of stuff too. So like, being around that is rough.
Right.
Well, I have a question.
Go ahead.
Woody Allen, June 7th?
Oh, he's releasing a book.
Oh,
yeah. I just kept it there so that we don't forget. And I kept Lightyear there because we're still getting yelled at about Lightyear being gay.
Really?
Yeah. It's
we didn't make him gay. I hope everyone realizes that this wasn't our choice. Like,
we didn't write
we also
the movie.
didn't say anything bad.
No.
All we did was discuss what was happening. We didn't say, well, no, I think, I feel like Jake probably let everybody know that we've gotten years and years of men and women kissing on camera and on screen.
Oh, so it's like homophobes in the comments.
Yeah.
No, yeah, hey. That's basically what's happening. And
Gotcha.
I used Jake's argument in one of the comments. I was like, but haven't you seen years and years of like Woody?
I think that was my argument.
Out? Well, okay.
I think it's a very common argument. I don't think it's like I if it was mine, I can tell you I didn't like galaxy brain that shit into existence. I definitely read it somewhere.
You're a fucking genius, Jake.
Have you noticed men and women kissing on film? The fuck is wrong with our society? Those should be two boys.
But yeah, I mean, I stopped arguing because it's like the same guy just going at it. He's like, wait, so what's your point? I'm like, I literally made the point. I don't even know. I can't say anything else to.
Two people kissing is still two people kissing.
No.
If you're worried about like exposing children to like any level of sexuality, and that's the level that you're drawing a line at, you should be drawing a line at it for across the spectrum, I guess is the right words for it.
So yeah, look out for Lightyear on June 17th, and our review will come out on June 20th.
18th.
What? How?
Just
How are you gonna do that?
we're gonna go see it on the 17th. Go home, record the review.
Record this. All right,
Listen.
sure. Why not? Let's give it a shot. I don't know what I'm doing June 17th.
You're going to see Lightyear, baby.
Apparently, yeah, I do know what I'm doing June
You're
17th.
going to see.
Mark it in your calendar.
You're going to see a fake documentary about a fake character.
It's a documentary?
It's I don't want to fucking talk about this movie again.
Origin story. It's what the toy is based off of.
Yeah,
thing.
but that's not a fake documentary. Loser.
It's kind of would be a documentary-esque thing in the world
is
of Toy Story, I guess. I don't know.
Yeah, that's what it is. It's a fake documentary.
Can't wait to see Buzz Lightyear, the documentary about the gay astronaut. Let's go. That's all we're doing.
Oh, okay, yeah, okay. Speaking
Which I guess
of
connected to that, we can talk about Disney.
okay,
Unless you
do that.
want to talk about.
No, you could do that because I don't really know what Jess was talking about.
I don't really understand it. I figured Jake would know.
Great. So Jake, what do you got?
I think what we're talking about would be Disney losing its special like tax privileges and shit in response to their like
Gay shit.
not their gay shit, but they're specifically saying like resistance or vocal opposition to the quote "Don't Say Gay" bill in Florida. So for years, since I think Disney World was like a concept, or maybe it existed already, but they won like from the Florida the state government. The land that they have is like their own county, and they have their own police and ambulance and like infrastructure things. Like Disney basically doesn't pay taxes on any of their shit there. But in return, they also cover all of like the public services in that.
It's like its own. Okay, go ahead.
Basically, yeah, Disney has its own county in Florida. It's a little more complicated than that, but in the basic, that's it. And they don't pay, I think, property tax on that. But yeah, once again, it's not like one cut and dry. They pay for all these municipal services. But anyway, they've had that for decades. It's been going on. And, they made this stance. The Republican controlled Congress of and I guess full government of the state of Florida said, well, fuck you guys, we're going to vote to take away that shit. It's stupid specifically because it's going to just screw over a shit ton of people who did not have to pay like fucking taxes for like police and shit in like the neighboring counties. Suddenly, like all those people are going to have like, if you're going to like maintain all that structure, if it's no longer on Disney's hands, suddenly like all the neighboring counties are like, yeah, it becomes their problem. I think one of them is like the Orange County of Florida. And I think estimates just like, yeah, everyone who lives there is going, if the only way I can see them managing to foot this bill is if they just drastically raise everyone's like property taxes there,
which is kind of fucked because all those people probably are in agreement with like DeSantis, so he's just fucking over his own.
But also doesn't fuck Disney at all.
No, exactly. And this is the thing is I don't disagree with the concept that Disney probably shouldn't be able to do this thing.
I was gonna say it's like like a weird.
I don't like that Disney does it. And in fact, it's been like a kind of left-wing talking point, not so much like Democratic Central Party. They also vote for, at least in Florida, it's typically unanimous to let Disney do what the fuck you want in Florida because they get so much tourism from Disney and shit. But in general, like on further left kind of shit, it's like, yeah, it's kind of fucked up that essentially Disney, the corporation, just gets to control an entire county in like in Florida. So it's not like I don't disagree with the idea of like, well, they probably shouldn't be able to do that, but they've been doing it. There's a lot of shit that's involved with taking it away that is just not being considered. And it's going to screw over basically all the constituents that live in the surrounding areas. Because I think technically like any outstanding of those municipal debts that like Disney has, because like everywhere runs debts on those things. That's just kind of how government budgets work. But I think they would inherit those, like, because it's not Disney that owns them. It's whatever their quote county is, and they're dissolving the county. So like the instant that doesn't exist, all the surrounding counties have to deal with not only all maintaining all that municipal structure, but dealing with the whatever outstanding debts Disney might have. And because Disney is Disney, they probably don't give a shit. They might be running like $2 billion worth of debt or something like that. And suddenly everyone has to deal with it.
Oh shit.
Like,
but
is this huge problem that's being like, it's a huge problem that's being treated so stupidly. Like, because like I said, I agree with the concept that Disney shouldn't be able to have its own goddamn county.
Right.
But you need to more thoroughly be like, this is how we're going to deal with these issues, and not just be like, screw it, gone, Disney, you can't do it anymore, and be like, and whatever fallout may occur happens.
Couldn't they?
The only thing I can think, and this will be the end of my rant, is the only thing I think is they might not give a shit because if those are counties that consider DeSantis like as their preferred, and like the legislature and whatnot that they've elected as their preferred. I don't know what their leanings are in the surrounding counties of Orlando, but if that's the case, they all might be sitting there saying, well, any negative that happens, we can just be like, see how Biden's fucking up? And those people might be like, yeah, bro, everything got so expensive because of Biden. And it's like, actually, it's your state government, and you don't pay attention to like any of the details of your regular life. Like, fucking wild. But yeah, that's
just like those gas prices, bro.
Yeah, Biden is in direct control of the oil, gas.
Biden's just at a computer right now. He's just raising them. He's just raising the prices.
Yeah, it's just a button. He just hits the up arrow on his keypad every now and then when he feels like, and he's like, people are gonna fucking hate this, and he's just laughing. Like, I'm the president, I can afford gas. Fuck
every time a Trump supporter tweets about him, he raises the gas prices.
Yeah. Every time someone calls him Brandon, he raises the gas prices. Oh my god!
I just find it funny. Like, the dude is 8,000 years old, and people think he's like this evil mastermind.
Dude, he can't even get through like a whole speech without embarrassing himself. Like,
yeah.
Did you see? So John Cena is in on the joke that he's invisible. He posted a photo of Joe Biden when he went to go shake nobody's hand.
Oh yeah. Oh, brilliant.
I don't know. I forget what the caption was, but it was like me and Joe Biden shaking hands or some shit like that. That shit was hilarious.
That's good. I mean, my God, what I'm happy about is reports that Donald Trump probably won't run again in 2024 because he's old and feeling like an old person.
Meanwhile, Bernie's like, I'm not crossing it off the list.
Yeah,
bro, come on, dude.
Look at all, but like,
I mean, like,
of the three, Bernie.
I mean, like, if one of them I don't want to sound like a hypocrite, but
no, he shouldn't.
I guess
he shouldn't run because he'll be like fucking 80, but also he'll be insanely like more with it than Joe Biden is.
I mean,
by evidence of all the shit he's still goddamn doing. But I think the next person should run only if they're like 65 and below. That's like my main requirement for who I'm voting for is, are you not just likely to die of old age while in office? Because that's a worry for me.
I think everyone is in agreement. Like, there should be an age limit on that.
Yeah, but you know what?
Or really anybody
like that when like the average age of Congress is like 78 years old.
Mhm.
Like, it's so fucking, people aren't going to be like, yeah, I shouldn't have this job. You're absolutely right. Like,
yeah.
but they shouldn't.
Yeah.
It's so fucking wild that like we all basically everyone agrees in some form or another, term limits aren't a bad idea, except in Congress, apparently. So you just got to go with what you got, I guess.
Hashtag, let's go Bernie.
Hashtag HFE goes political. HFE owns the libs.
I thought it would affect Disney. That's why I thought it had something to do with Disney, the way people were all like,
I mean, it'll affect them because suddenly they have to pay property taxes, but the trade-off is they also won't be paying for an entire police and ambulatory force and fire department and shit. So it probably made it. I mean, yeah, depending on what the value of their buildings are and the taxes in Florida, but the taxes in Florida are notoriously low anyway. Like,
Right, dude.
well, there's no state tax.
I have
there's no state income tax. There's state tax in Florida, but yeah, they don't have an income similar to Texas. But
there's a grip who works in Complex, and he. Sorry, look at my cat's asshole.
Yeah, good cat butt.
I don't really know. We were talking about taxes. He's like, bro, you would cry if I told you how much I paid in taxes, because he doesn't. I guess he doesn't. He's not considered to be living in New York.
Where does he live?
He lives in New York, but he's not. He doesn't. I don't think he has a lease or anything like that. He's just like subletting or whatever. So his name is not on anything, but his name is in Florida. So everything he pays is Florida tax, apparently, I guess. I don't really know anything about taxes, but he was basically just saying, like, I mean, he was talking wild. He was like, dude, nobody really checks the shit. Nobody cares. Just make some shit up. Anyway, we don't have to keep talking about that. But yeah, that was, I was agreeing that I've heard the same. The taxes are wildly low.
Yeah. I mean, they're wildly low, but also there's more buildings collapsing in Florida and killing people than in a lot of other states. So,
well, on that note,
you lose.
I mean, we could talk about this quickly because it was last week, but Alec Baldwin was apparently cleared. The investigation happened, and he posted on Instagram that he's all Gucci and he didn't do anything wrong. And he claimed that he didn't really have that much of a part as a producer on the film.
Yeah. Well, I don't give a shit.
All right.
The thing is, I never expect him to see like time. Like that's.
Yeah, I
don't think anyone was sitting there like Alec Baldwin will be found guilty. I think everyone was like, he is guilty, and I'm fully aware that it's going to be all right for him going forward.
It's just I
hear advertisements for his podcast, which sounds like the most boring podcast of all time.
I am very interested to know what happened on the episode with him and Tim Dillon. I think that it was weeks ago, either that or it was filmed and like they're going to release it. Like, I don't know how they really, I don't know. I don't know anything about his podcast, but yes, it sounds like the most boring thing of all time.
Yeah. I just hear it while listening to like more interesting podcasts. And I'm just like, well, this really is a change of pace. Just hear Alec Baldwin be like, yes, we should go to that club next time you're in wherever the fuck I live. And the ha ha ha.
If you feel the urge to listen to Alec Baldwin's podcast, don't do it and listen to the Hold for Everything podcast. Well,
Eric, they're already here if they're able to hear your advice.
Well, Jake, I'm gonna clip this, and that's it for people that don't listen.
He got a parking ticket, Alec Baldwin.
Hell yeah, fuck him. Let's get him for this
in the Hamptons on Saturday.
Dude,
yesterday, he got a parking ticket yesterday.
Yeah, we're gonna clip this whole thing. Alec Baldwin gets a parking ticket. That's where we're at.
We're going to clip. We're going to record you saying the same shit you said about the Alec Baldwin podcast and listen to us, and we're going to start paying for advertisements on other podcasts with that exclusively. We're not going to talk about what we talk about.
Nope.
We're explicitly anti Alec Baldwin in his podcast. I think might be interested enough to be like, well, that's a hard stance. Let's see what they're talking about.
When I reach out to sponsors, I'm going to send them the clip of us saying, don't watch Alec Baldwin podcast.
And then the clip of me explaining
how we should be doing it.
Yeah. Of the clip of of me explaining ranked choice ballot systems.
Absolutely.
This is the hot content that
I'm gonna go back and clip those moments and put it on TikTok, and we're gonna go viral. And people are gonna
2 weeks where we didn't have Jess, 2 or 3 weeks where we didn't have Jess and no content, and we were just like
off the rails.
This is welcome to hold for everything. Here's a 5-hour conversation with
about Eric Adams, and little did we know Eric Adams would be
the mayor.
It is kind of funny that we
shock of all shocks. I think everyone in New York agrees he's doing a great fucking job.
And for all the people that are on the right and listening to this and don't understand sarcasm, they just had a whole fucking everyone went they all just went, what? My mom just texted me, is he fucking serious? Eric Adams is doing a great job. And then 5 minutes later, oh, okay,
it's a joke. I did have to explain it to someone here that, like, I think regardless of whoever's the mayor, they somehow win the mayorship, but everyone hates them regardless.
Yeah.
I can't remember. I don't think there's been a mayor that New York in particular has liked. Giuliani for about a year after 9/11. Like,
yeah,
because he was already the mayor. But I think if that didn't happen,
everyone would have hated him anyway.
Everyone would have like still been like, well, fuck Giuliani. But there was like a weird year of like pride.
I don't know. I don't want to say everyone loved Bloomberg, but I don't think he got as much shit as everyone else did. He got shit for like fixing Times Square. Like everyone would make fun of him for like doing stupid shit like that. But I don't know if anyone was really like harping on him for anything crazy. It was more like goofing on him for the shit that he was doing. It's like, bro, you're fixing Times Square, bro. That's what we're doing.
There was those things, but there was also like he was like a central enabler to like the stop and frisk policies and shit. So,
well, wasn't that? Well, I guess it wasn't. That was a Giuliani thing. No?
I was just gonna say, I thought that was Giuliani.
It was started with Giuliani and it went all the way through Bloomberg and ended in like 2014 or something like that. So It went all the way to, I already forgot his name. That fucker we just had prior to Eric.
Oh shit! Damn! Wow! What's happening? Oh my god! Oh my god! Wait, what?
What?
The last mayor, Jess.
Does anyone remember the previous mayor of New York's name in this trio right now?
Wait a minute. There. Wait, no, but I only don't remember because you're mentioning how you don't remember, and now
he ran for president too. Like both him and Bloomberg ran for president. Maybe that's the problem. Bloomberg came in later and was like, "You won't be the only New York mayor running for president."
Wait, no, now this is gonna annoy me. What?
It's not De Blasio.
Yes, thank you.
De Blasio.
Thank you. Oh my god.
The stop and frisk shit technically ended with De Blasio. So De Blasio, whatever.
People will argue that crime has risen after that was.
They're objectively wrong. The safest years in New York history are 2017 through 2019.
Go ahead, Jake. Get him, Jake.
No, it's just raw stats. Like from every year, like after stop and frisk, it was better than any year with stop and frisk, including currently where we see a rise in crime. It's only relative to like how unusually safe New York was from like 2017 to 2019.
So what you're saying is, despite the rise in crime, we are still at a lower rate of crime than we were years before 2017.
Yes.
And now you're Googling it to make sure that you're correct.
I'm getting the right numbers. Yeah, I am Googling it.
Hit him with it, Jake. Hit him with it. Because
give me a sec.
I don't know what
don't
to
rush.
Google. All I know
Don't
is
rush.
it says the first month of 2022 has seen a 38.5% spike.
Right. But Jake's argument is that it was so low that anything above that is really not that much. Like,
well, it does look high. Low because like homicide is like 5.5%.
Like,
well, yeah, but that's it. Like, so this is 1 year during the stop and frisk era. In 2010, there was 536 crimes classified as homicide. I got specific just so I can get demonstrable. In 2021, with all the fucking reporting and all the being like, New York's a fucking hellhole, everyone's killing each other. 485 murders in 2021. Not the greatest number, but you know what? Still what? 50 less than the height of stop and frisk.
That's pretty low. I mean, or that's pretty high considering it was like COVID, but we were kind of pretty much open at that point, 2020, 21.
Yeah. But it was last year, there was a shit ton of reporting on like crimes going up on like a lot of right-wing channels. They weren't inherently wrong, but they were just not reporting which specific crime was going up.
Right.
And it was hate crimes against Asian people. So, yeah.
What'd they do? Anyway,
they didn't do shit. That's the point.
All right. So what do we got? Fuck Alec Ball. All right. Let's do the Bill Murray situation. Okay. So a few days
we got
ago,
about 10 minutes. So
okay, we got 10 minutes. Boom. Okay. So we got. All right. I want to do Bill Murray, and I want to do It Takes Two.
All right, let's do Bill Murray.
All right. So Bill Murray. Bill Murray. A few days ago. Okay. So our boy Aziz Ansari. This is great. Hopefully this is that's our guy. So they released. Before the Bill Murray issue was released, an article went out that Aziz Ansari's filming a movie. He's directing a movie, and the film got suspended because of an incident and a complaint. And it didn't mention Bill Murray; it just mentioned Aziz. And I would imagine that everyone kind of jumped to a conclusion.
Yeah, that Aziz was just fucking up.
Right. So either later that day or the day after, it came out that somebody was complaining about Bill Murray. I don't know I guess, Jess, you can look this up because it's been a few days. I don't know if there was any specifics on it yet, but the movie's still suspended. And of course, I've seen some right-wing friends post about how they're now they're going after Bill. I could see this being I could see this going two ways. First of all, the guy's 170 years old. The fact that nobody's ever complained about him either.
I'll say that's not inherently true, but they've never been like hard complaints. Like I don't think anyone's complained about sexual harassment, but there have been people who like seemingly on sets, the things that I've read about about people with Bill Murray is like they either fucking love Bill Murray or they hate him. So I don't know what the case is. I heard about the complaint, but I didn't read actually into it. So if this is like a real like harassment complaint, then that's different, because I think a lot of the previous shit was a lot more like
him being a dick.
Bill Murray's just people who wouldn't like him.
Well, that's what it seems like. It seems like there's no specifics yet, but it seems like from like what like the articles are saying, it would be leaning towards like violence as opposed to sexual harassment.
Violence. He's fucking.
Well, I'm saying there's no specifics. But the articles that are posting like previous stories from other people about like somebody he threatened to throw into a lake and like that kind of stuff.
Yeah.
It's called method acting, guys. What are we doing?
Bill Murray's not a method actor.
No,
Bill Murray's not even an actor. I don't think he plays himself in every movie. It's great. I do really like watching Bill Murray be himself, but
I just watched what did I watch him? It was him and the kid.
Moonrise Kingdom. I don't know.
No, he was taking care of a kid. He was the next door neighbor of Melissa McCarthy. Anyway, yeah.
But no, I guess, yeah, it's hard to talk about if there's not any specifics, because I do know in the past Bill Murray, people have complained about him, but it's in just like a, fuck that guy kind of tone, not like he like did something terrible kind of tone. Like, I guess, yeah, it's not cool to threaten to throw someone into a lake, but also I can easily see that being something that
blows
like,
over.
Yeah.
Well, it was like on that same shoot though, like he broke her sunglasses and they had to pause filming. Who is it? Laura somebody.
This is on this film?
No, on something else. And they had to pause. They're bringing it up because everybody thinks it's violence related.
Is it Laura Dern? Because if you hurt Laura Dern, I'm going to kill Bill Murray tomorrow. Like that's my plan for tomorrow now. Sorry, we can't edit this in time to get it out.
Laura Ziskin.
I don't know who that is.
Me neither.
Right. So Bill Murray, you get to live another day.
Keys to the
one
Kingdom.
more day. Yeah.
What did you say, Jess?
I think it's Keys to the Kingdom.
I haven't heard of that one.
Me neither.
But no, yeah, I know he's had some complaints. I guess I didn't know about that one specifically. That sounds like it's a little bit fucked up. But
Yeah, it says they like paused production and then they hired bodyguards to separate them. But as far as
that,
this movie,
what?
production sent out like a letter, and the letter got leaked.
This is for not for this current situation.
Yeah, the letter is for the current situation for Aziz's movie.
I mean, yeah.
I mean, I'm certain within the next couple weeks.
Well,
It'll come out.
I'm surprised. I'm surprised we don't know. To be honest, that's such a weird. It's a weird thing to keep. That's the only thing that I'll say is like it seems minimal if we don't necessarily know exactly what it is.
They say that because there's an ongoing investigation, they don't want to release anything to the press until it's over.
Right, but I'm saying word of mouth, like we're all working in the film industry, like,
and also a lot of shit pops off even when they don't want to talk about it, kind of thing.
Yeah,
it is uncommon, but it also could be something like really specific and contained that
right
wouldn't be something you like people are like rattling off about or something like that. So yeah, it just sounds like we have to wait.
Oh, he had
What
beef
it
with
is.
Lucy Liu.
Oh yeah, on Charlie's Angels, I did hear that was one of the people who I think
didn't
was
know
like
about that.
who was like fuck Bill Murray. That was one of them.
honestly, like, not to give him a pass, but I feel like Bill Murray kind of has like the humor of like he plays. I mean, I don't actually know any of these other stories, so I'm just off the hip. I don't know why I'm stuttering. He seems like the kind of guy who has like that asshole kind of humor, and then you either get it or you don't.
Yeah. Well, but that's why I don't think Lucy Liu accused him of like being violent towards her, or being like, maybe she was like, yeah, he was an asshole on set and I hated him and I don't like him. Like, it's no one has to like everyone.
The quote is like, she used to have anxiety or she has anxiety, and he used to like make dark jokes that would set her off.
So he was just he was an asshole. Like, yeah, that's fine.
I can see that.
Yeah. And it's a perfectly fine reason to be like, yeah, I'm not going to work with Bill Murray anymore. He was a fucking dick to me. Like,
yeah.
So enough people like him where it's like he's not going to go away.
Well, that's it. I think I remember on reading a story, and I'm trying to remember, was it Gene Hackman who was on the Royal Tenenbaums? He was like the big name, not the big,
I think so.
The classic like name. He played the patriarch.
Yeah,
I think I remember reading a story from Wes Anderson being like, Gene Hackman was like so like mean and critical and stuff like that of everyone else around, that he was like, he had Bill Murray around at like all times to like lighten the mood and soften like the environment, kind of thing. So there's counter stories, but once again, I don't want to take away the concept that Bill Murray might be a piece of shit, because he might be a piece of shit.
I do want to give credit to Aziz though for
suspending it. I mean, but at the same time, it's like, is he in any position to keep filming in a situation like that? I
definitely think he doesn't want to rehash it, and like, because he was already on like in the spotlight for it. I don't think he wants to go through it again.
Right.
But he learned from his actions. You could at least say that.
Yeah.
And once again, we don't even know what the story is.
That's true.
It could be similar to the Lucy Liu thing, which, I don't think it's in like good humor to like make fun of or like taunt people over like mental illness if they're not in on the joke.
Yeah.
I know a lot of people with depression who are like in on the joke. Like,
was he making fun of her, or was he just making jokes?
I mean, that's what she said. That's what the quote said
of her.
Like, I don't want to. I don't think that's cool, but it could be that, and she is like just less capable of like getting through it, and that's real shitty still. Like, I think with those types of things being in, and once again, who knows if this is even the case, but if it's that, I can easily be like, well, Bill Murray is old and he just might not be in the level of awareness, and sucks to be there, but I'm not going to like crucify him over it. But it could be like Bill Murray lost his shit and like hit an actress. Like,
right. I mean,
but even if I still
like,
think
that's probably bad. Like,
but I still think it's cool that Aziz did what he had to do, because a lot of production companies won't. And if there's a complaint filed, I mean, it had to be.
If only Alec Baldwin's film was suspended that day. after
Right?
after the entire crew left
After the
and
entire
came back.
crew left.
Exactly.
What amazing that amazing that someone with significantly less resources and public goodwill. Isn't it weird that at this point that fucking seemingly the goodwill behind Alec Baldwin is stronger than that of Aziz?
Yeah, that's wild.
And while they both have quote like technical victims in their path, like one of them is dead. Like and there's just a whole lot more people that are just like, you can't blame Alec. It's like, I for certain
Dude,
can. Like,
I can definitely. I'm pretty sure this video I could show you actually if you really look hard enough.
yeah, actually, I think if we wait long enough to see the film Rust released, I can show you the moment that might have resulted in the death of someone unnecessarily. Like,
that's a very interesting situation. Like, what the fuck are they gonna do? Well, I guess they didn't finish filming, so
No.
but yeah,
will they ever at that point? Anyway,
we want to talk about one more thing. So we'll stretch for the one more thing.
okay, yeah. So
Except no, we'll stretch for two more things. But go on for yours.
okay, so Bill Murray definitely smacked an ass. But anyway, can you imagine? It just comes out like anyway. All right, so me and Jake used to play a game at like 3 a.m. If you followed my Twitch channel,
Or even the podcast. We've talked about it on the podcast.
Plug the Twitch channel that I don't think you've been on for the past fucking.
That's probably why it has half the subscribers that this podcast does.
It's Eric the Cine Man.
Where we don't ever talk about fucking film.
Yeah, Eric the Cinnamon. I think that's a great name. I created it myself. You're welcome. Because it could be cinna, like the film, or cinnamon, like Anyway,
except the spelling is particular to film. But okay, let's just move beyond that.
Anyway, yeah. So we used to play a game called It Takes Two. It's about a married couple. They're getting a divorce, and their daughter. I don't know. She does some shit with toys.
Well, she basically, in the process of their own relationship collapsing, they're kind of negligent to their daughter, and it's similar to I think, despite that, I couldn't hear half the story because we were talking over it. I think the grasp of the beginning that I have was similar to a liar liar situation where it's like a wish or like a hope or something from the child creates this world for the parents to deal with and navigate. And it turns them into toys.
I would say Honey, I Shrunk the Kids. But
yeah,
the
that
opposite.
works because they still get shrunk.
And I'm sure, and I kind of feel like, I mean, I don't remember the movie, but I would imagine that the parents were going through some shit and then they shrunk the kids and no, I would imagine.
I don't know. I was a child last time I saw that movie. So,
great movie. Anyway.
Oh yeah. The game is a combination of Liar, Liar and Honey, I Shrunk the Kids. I guess that's probably not true at all, but once again, close enough. You get what we're talking about.
If you don't know about it, then
The Sonic producers are doing it.
Oh, okay. A little bit
kind of
more.
Cool. Well, this says it's produced by Dwayne Johnson.
Yeah, but they're doing it with him.
Oh,
so he has a $7 Productions, and then DJ2 Entertainment is on with Casey Johnson. Pat Casey and Josh Miller.
And I think I might have saw something where it said he might star in it.
Yeah,
it says he might. Yeah, there's not much information on it, but it's definitely going to be on Amazon.
You sent me a thing that said might, and I'd say no. It's supposed to be like an everyman, and The Rock is absolutely not an everyman. Like, it would be fucking wild to see The Rock complaining about like everyday problems and shit like that, and be like, "You're the fucking Rock, bro." Like, it's hard for me to.
That's like when Vin Diesel did
really
Tooth Fairy.
Yeah, it's one of those. He did do that.
Well, that was
it's a character that's hard to, or not a character, it's an actor that's hard to like take out of like or to expand into certain roles. I think he can do a whole lot, but I don't think he can portray like just a regular ass guy. Like
it'll probably be like Kevin Hart or Jack Black or some shit like that.
I'd love it to be Jack Black.
Oh, Jack Black would.
Jack Black would kill the role.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't know about Kevin Hart.
I'm just assuming the friendship, and well, he's also friends with Jack Black because of the Jungle
Yeah.
Book.
But they were all there. Yeah.
Jumanji.
Yeah. I knew what you were going for. They were all there, so it makes sense.
I can
if,
see it
like,
being one of those guys.
Yeah. I could also see it like, I mean, it can be, there's a ton of actors that could do it.
Yeah. I'm just thinking of the Dwayne Johnson universe on who that could be.
You know who'd be fucking perfect? The fucker from Paul Blart Mall Cop.
Oh, James, Kevin James.
Kevin James and the wife could be Jim from The Office's wife.
Dude, Jake, that was a perfect
but his
cast.
actual wife.
Yeah. Oh,
Emily Blunt.
Yeah,
Emily Blunt. There you go. We just cast this movie. You're welcome.
Well, I think I mean, if we're going for the accent wise, I think the wife was supposed to be like from
Australian. No, okay.
Australian. I mean,
Australian. Margot Robbie, baby.
Margot Robbie can do it. She might be a little
too hot.
They might be similar enough to the James, not the James, the
Dwayne Johnson
problem.
Unfortunately, too good looking.
Wait a minute. Did you say Margot Robbie's too hot, but you casted Emily Blunt?
I think Emily Blunt has more plain features. I don't think she's unattractive, but I don't think like
she could be.
Margot Robbie is like model-esque stunning, and Emily Blunt is like a beautiful actress.
Well, that's fair.
Yeah. I would rather my mom look like Emily Blunt than Margot Robbie.
Jesus.
I'd say Natalie Portman and
Natalie could be dope.
Kevin James.
I could. Natalie Portman not gonna do this fucking movie, but she's not doing this shit.
Hey, she did the Star Wars prequels. She might. You never know.
Damn. I mean, is she in the new Thor? I didn't watch the trailer yet. Is she Thor? She's Thor in this shit, right?
I think so. I think people are upset because Thor is a woman, even though it's comics book canon.
It's literally in the comics.
It has been both. Yeah. But yeah, I mean, I guess I don't have like the Emily Blunt is not a bad choice. I don't have like a perfect wife character. Like I don't remember their names. So the husband character and the wife character. Did they have names?
They definitely did because she had a name.
We also just spent the entire time like half like pretending that this was our marriage. Like
we did.
Yeah.
It got uncomfortable.
There was like very little dialogue from the game you could hear, but it was a whole lot of me and Eric being like, see all the shit that I put up for you.
Me being like, yo, I come home from work and I come home from work.
May is the wife's name.
May. And what's his name?
I think, hold on, I'll find out.
I come home from work.
It's May and Dwayne The Rock Johnson. Yeah,
I mean, Rose is the daughter, I think. Cody is the dad.
Cody, yeah, that's right.
That's a terrible dad name.
Cody.
They should not keep that.
But no, I think at least for the toy section, because like I think they have. I remember at the end of the game, whenever we finished it, and like they got back to the original bodies, thinking like, they look wildly different from their fucking toys. Like I feel like they should have made them look more similar to the toys.
So Jack Black as the dad and Kevin Hart as the Book of Love.
Kevin Hart as the Book of Love, but I still think Kevin James is a spot on cast.
Or yeah, Kevin James. Well, yeah, Kevin James.
Kevin James is like the dad toy. Like
the dad toy, exactly.
Yeah. I mean, Jack Black would also be great casting. Dude would kill it. Like no doubt.
For sure.
Kevin James has like a similar look to the dad toy, and it's like he's also a comedic actor, so I think he'd land the shit. Yeah.
You know, I'm gonna say for May, the toy, I'm gonna say Tina Fey.
Okay.
Oh, you know, if Tina Fey can do an accent, it actually also depends on if they care about that.
I don't think they're gonna care. I don't think they would care.
No,
but if it was funny enough, I think she would do it.
Yeah, Tina Fey works. I wouldn't hate that. I wouldn't be like, why the fuck doesn't she have an accent? I wouldn't really give a shit.
Yeah. I was gonna say that's not necessarily the most like they don't like dive into the concept of her being from another country that much. Like, yeah,
it literally doesn't even matter. I don't even think they do. Like they never.
I think it's just happenstantial that one of them has an American accent, one of them has like an Australian or New Zealand accent.
That's kind of cool.
Yeah.
Or I mean, maybe it makes kind of sense that she works and he doesn't because she's anyway. What was the
backstory?
Yeah.
What about Jack Black as the Book of Love?
He would also kill it as the Book of Love.
He would kill that because he's kind of the comedic
Nacho Libre accent.
Yeah. Oh yeah. But would he be able to do that right now? I don't know.
Yeah, I think he would.
Okay.
No one seems to give a shit. Like everything I've ever seen online about Nacho Libre is most people being like, dude, this movie is dumb, but it's funny as shit.
All
Like,
right, so we got the cast. We got Kevin James as
Maybe-
Cody.
Yeah.
Who we gonna go with as May?
I think of the people we talked about, Tina Fey hits the best because you need a comedic actress.
Comedic.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So
I know
Tina
while
Fey.
Emily Blunt would still do great. I think Tina Fey's chops are better for this specific role.
And then I would say Jack Black, Book of Love, Kevin Hart, Hammerhead. That's what I would say.
Wait, who was him?
The Hammer.
Yeah.
I could see them just getting a bunch of comedians for all like the villains.
Yeah.
That's fine. I'm down for that.
Just whoever is like available to fill the role.
Yeah. You want to do this stupid fucking movie?
Yeah, you're gonna have like a 10-minute scene and then you're out. Like
Dwayne
it's
Johnson is
actually-
is
it's probably pretty
producing.
dope for you because you only have like one day of filming. Like,
Yeah, exactly.
I
right.
didn't know about this.
Go
2
ahead.
seconds because I bet no one else has. We probably don't have a lot of info about it. But Face Off sequel.
That literally I just read that 45 seconds ago. Nick Cage said he's open to doing a Face Off sequel.
I want him so bad. It makes me so happy that Nick Cage is like having like an appreciation renaissance right now.
The last like 5 years, everyone's like, dude, this guy's just killing it out here.
Fucking love that man.
I
And
just
for a
found
long
out that
time-
he's having a baby with his wife.
hell yeah, good for Nick Cage.
Well, how old is his wife? Before
27.
All right. Well,
Better than DiCaprio.
That's
Better
true.
than DiCaprio.
he's not having kids with these ladies. He's just, it's a revolving door, just with an age limit.
Well, one of these days he will because he'll just be forgetful or some shit, and suddenly he'll have a 19-year-old wife.
Well, he says talks have started though
Did he?
For Face Off sequel.
for Face Off. Yeah.
Yeah, but wouldn't
Love
you
it.
need
Absolutely.
what's his name to say yes, or is it
Travolta.
Did he-
You probably would need Travolta, but I'm that's the one thing I ever would care to see Travolta in again because I don't know how long has it been since you guys have seen Face Off.
I couldn't tell you. I'm trying to figure out if they kept their faces on at the end of the movie. Like, how would they? How are they? Do they go back to their faces at the end of the movie, or are they?
I think one of them technically dies at the end. It's also been a couple years, but it's a fucking great movie. Like
I mean-
it's so fucking dumb. The concept of everything is the dumbest thing you can think of. But I mean, just the premise of if you just simplify it to you're going to have Nick Cage acting like an insane John Travolta and John Travolta trying to act like an insane Nick Cage. It's a great concept, isn't it? Isn't it? Like
And I think
no script, no notes. That's the whole goal. Coming off the fact that I recently learned that I think it's this order that Nick Cage filmed Face Off like the day or something after finishing Con Air. I think.
and he just hopped right on it.
Yeah, well, he like left Con Air set and went straight to this shit. So it's
Uh-huh.
like this is like dedication, and I don't think he knew what the script was. Like, I'm pretty sure.
With the sequel, what basically happened is the producer's been saying for a while that he wants to do it. And then Nicolas Cage was like, yeah, sure, I'll do it. And then the lady who played John Travolta's girlfriend said she'd be down to do it. So now it's just like moving slowly.
We're almost there, guys. We're almost to a perfect moment.
Almost there. We just
mean,
need John Travolta.
I feel like it's such a meme that it's almost like if they lean into because I think when it first came out, they probably took it seriously, like didn't realize that people were going to find it hilarious. So now they can kind of just lean into it and make it even more ridiculous.
Yeah.
I mean,
people would be like, okay, I'm down with this.
Well,
Like
there's a
nobody's.
script.
I'm sure there is.
I mean, it's probably been a script that's existed for a while now, too.
Yeah, which might be kind of cool. The fact that it's just been around, like there is a script for it. It's not like they're writing it now.
Yeah. In general, Nick Cage, great actor.
Was this the other topic that you wanted to hop on?
This was it. I was like scrolling through it and I was like, I have to. Like,
I've never seen your eyes this big before, Jake. This is crazy.
well, it's brilliant. I fucking love Nick Cage movies. If you haven't seen Mandy or Willy's Wonderland, fucking check that shit out. Brilliant.
What about Pig? Was that any good?
Which one?
Pig? It just came out like this
Pig
year,
was-
last year.
Yeah.
Was it?
It was dope.
Was that the
Like,
one that got to like Tribeca and shit? Like people were
Yeah.
walking out and whatever. I don't know.
I
Whatever.
don't remember those.
Not
stories.
walking out because it was bad. Walking out because it was like crazy, wild.
I mean, it's not like
Like
There-
was there anything
wilder movies than Pig. Like
right?
I mean,
People walked out for the fucking Daniel Radcliffe zombie movie. Remember that? Like everyone was like,
I
Oh,
fucking
yeah.
love that movie.
yeah, that movie was great. So who the hell knows? Whatever. Yeah. All right.
No,
So-
Pig was good. I liked it. I think of Willy's Wonderland. I don't think it's talked about a lot because Nick Cage, I don't think has any lines. It's just all like scene acting.
Really?
That's
Yeah,
kind of cool.
Is he the lead?
I think so. I mean, he's the lead in my heart. So, but no, yeah, it's the highly recommend that.
He plays
And-
the janitor.
Yeah. Well, but that's yeah. I think he doesn't have any lines, so he doesn't have a name, kind of ordeal. Like
He's a background. He's a background extra.
he's not a background extra.
But he's like the only person who's known in the cast, really.
Exactly. It was an indie, to the best of my knowledge.
That's cool.
Well,
Yeah.
This is probably like mid him losing all of his money, so he had to do these stupid things.
It's not that old. What
He lost all his money. What the fuck?
Well, yeah, that's why he
He
was
didn't lose
doing.
all his money. He bought a lot of dinosaur bones.
Oh my gosh, I remember that.
Is that really what happened?
Yes.
Dinosaur bones and homes is how Nick Cage invested his money. He didn't lose.
He just
to his accountant, his accountant's counter case was like, I told him not to do it, but it's his money. I can't actually stop it.
I begged him to not buy these dinosaur bones. There's not much I can
Yeah.
say.
But yeah, that's
Well,
a good.
That's a good way to.
Yeah.
Well, this has been the Home for Everything podcast.
Wait, before you end it,
Oh fuck!
him that dinosaur, those dinosaur bones, him and Leonardo DiCaprio were fighting over one.
Oh no!
Fuck yeah. I hope they have a boxing match for it. That'd be my favorite moment.
Dude, imagine a YouTube pay-per-view with Leo and
Nick Cage.
I'd buy the shit out of that.
No holds barred.
And Nick Cage somehow wins.
Somehow, if Leo only wins if there's limits in place. If you let Nick Cage have his imagination, he's gonna win.
All the round card girls are Leo's ex-girlfriends.
Leo's exes, they're currently in their mid-20s. Yeah. How long you guys have been broken up? 5 years. How old are you? 25.
Damn. Oh, don't do the math. Try not to do the math on that one. What was that? Was that Ricky Gervais who made that joke?
Yes, it was.
That's so good.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
When he said he was at the premiere and he came out and she was too old for him.
By the end of the show.
By the end of Irishman.
Oh.
Oh yeah. Martin Scorsese was like, "Let me force you to watch a 5-hour film." I remember that.
Yeah.
I remember people
Please watch this 5-hour movie, but also
I remember people being
don't
like,
watch these
fucking
superhero
amazing.
movies.
It's brilliant. Scorsese for the win. And it's like, as a person who likes Martin Scorsese, I think hands down my least favorite film of his. Like-
Agreed. I think if he would have made it shorter, it would have been really good though.
Yeah, if Martin Scorsese invested in an editor, like, but he was like, no notes. There's no one needs to touch this fucking beauty, and then just let it roll.
Dude, I watched 10 minutes of that movie and I was like, I can't do it.
So
Can't do
it's a slow burn to fucking nothing.
Nothing.
Like,
I couldn't. Once I saw like the de-aging in some of them, I was like, bro, why didn't they just get young guys to play
Other
these roles
people.
and just like,
all right, we're going on a tangent.
all right, anyway.
But we can do it on a night that it's not already midnight, the day before we're hoping to release.
Yeah.
So
you got this, Jess. You don't really need that. Whatever. Anyway,
Well, go ahead. I go.
What's up?
End it.
This has been the Whole for Everything podcast. Thanks for coming again. I don't know how to end this one. I'm sorry. If you learned anything from this episode, it's to
Please hire a therapist.
hire a therapist.
Yeah, because if this is like a place where you're learning from, maybe not the best. Yeah,
Maybe
Definitely not.
Nope. Don't smack asses on set because you'll end up just like Bill Murray. Jason Momoa starring in the Minecraft film.
Oh my god!
All right,
do this, Eric.
We'll see you guys next week. We'll see you guys next week. That's all I got. I don't know what else to say.
What's up, bitch?